My people, for some days now, there is a video circulating over the internet where Peter Obi was seen distributing food in a funeral or in an event. A lot of people have been talking about this very video, saying it as if it is a political stunt. He is doing it just for the camera. I want to take us on memory lane to understand who is behind what Peter Obi is doing. The person behind what Peter Obi is doing is Peter Obi. The real identity of Peter Obi is the thing everybody is saying as if it's strange, because we are used to those that are supposed to be serving us living as if they are the kings. Some said it was politics. Peter Obi's humility, I must tell you, it did not start today. It did not start in this very funeral. It did not start in that very place. A man that worth billions of dollars, a billionaire in dollars, I pay economy because that's what I can afford. But somebody that counts in billions, yet if you want to travel, he does not choose first class. He does not choose the business class. He chooses the same economy that a poor man like me can afford. Not to say I have billions in dollars. Let me buy first class. Let me buy business class. Even move with my own private jet, which you know he can afford. Yet he decided to be flying economy, carrying his own luggage, carrying his bag on his own, with no security, with nobody to say, assist me in carrying my luggages. Even your street councillor, even your community councillors, they cannot carry their bag on their own. Whenever they are passing, everybody knows that the councillor is passing. You cannot see them standing or sitting down amongst their kinsmen. It's all about pride, it's all about level, it's all about class. But Peter Obi has always demonstrated humility, that we are human beings. He is called to serve. He is not called to steal from you. A man that told you that it is very wrong for those that robbed you of your destiny, for those that stole from you, for those that took your money, to be moving in convoy while you are standing along the road praising them. Who among your political elites, who among your political class, Peter Obi was living his life? Our people think he was trying to appease to people and he was trying to gain influence over election. Peter Obi is already an influence. It's already a script. His lifestyle is already a script that everybody deserves to go and study. How is he living his life? How is it that he's able to control himself, subdue his personality, subdue his feelings, subdue his emotions? Everything that shows that he is rich, he was able to subdue all those things and keeps on living his life in a very gentle, smooth, peaceful, loving, kind, and as a good-hearted individual to everybody, accommodating to whoever that is around him. He does not differentiate between rich and poor. He came to serve. Hell, this man, eye service, this man, this. He was not doing eye service when he's carrying his luggages on his own. It's not an eye service for a billionaire in dollars to be flying economy. It's not eye service. It's not an eye service to be moving all around in Nigeria with nobody. Unannounced, he appears in schools to donate things and go home. It's not eye service. Now, it's eye service because he chose to serve you, because he chose to appear as the real person he is, not to place himself in a position where people will be bringing food for him. At the end of the day, he may not eat the food, but he decided to share the food, divide it, make sure that everybody that came to the location ate. Now he become a person that is looking for your vote. That is ridiculous to the personality of Peter Obi that I know of today. What you saw him doing was not a show of camera. It was the real person, who he is, who he has always been, and who he chose to be. That's what you saw, not the other way around. Our people used to say, when you give a child something that is above that child, he will ask you, who is the owner? Because true humanity is so rare amongst our leaders today. When people see it, they think it's acting. But with Obi, it is not borrowed, it is imbued. When an elephant is caged for too long, it forgets what freedom looks like. Our people have been oppressed for so long. We now suspect simplicity. We have normalized the abnormal. So when Obi eats with his hand, some people shout publicity. But the truth is that he is just being himself. A man who sees no need for a mask. He does not cover up. Peter Obi does not do eye service. No siren, no crowd of praise singers. Just a man at ease with the people around him, comfortable with being ordinary because he believes his own mission is extraordinary. He was living his own life. He's a real person, not your everyday politician that is used to abusing you. It takes a leader who is willing, ready, able to serve you, to understand how you feel, to understand your pain, to understand your situation, to understand where you need his help more. He cannot be able to rule you if he cannot be able to serve you, if he cannot sacrifice sharing food for you to eat. How possible is it that he will be able to think of your own good, not feeling belittled, to come for your aid when you need him most? That is Nigeria for us. I remember the day I met Jacob Zuma, former president of South Africa. I met him one morning. I was coming out from the court. I saw Jacob Zuma coming out. In my face, I was like, is that Jacob Zuma? There was somehow that kind of mentality of Nigeria. I was like, let me just give away. But he was just coming freely. Opposite, we are just walking, passing each other. He was just busy moving his trouser, positioning his belt. I looked around. I could not see crowd. I could not see people like harassing. I think it is even an abuse of personality when you see a leader, when you are walking around, you bodyguards all over, armed people all around. Jacob Zuma was passing me. I was questioning myself, is that not Jacob Zuma? After he passed, everybody was just standing, watching him. He just passed, I passed. There was no kind of harassment. There was no kind of any person thinking that I was of a security risk. I was able to look at his skin. I was able to look at him closely. There was no kind of entourage. But an ordinary councillor cannot walk freely. You cannot pass free. We are ordinary councillor. I'm talking about Jacob Zuma, the president of South Africa. Former president of South Africa. Nigerians are used to bad governance. If you tell a person that has not traveled out of Nigeria that you can stay 365 days, that makes 1 year, without electricity, without your light going off, the person will doubt you. The person will ask you, what do you mean? What are you talking? It's impossible. Water, electricity, everything, you live comfortable. The person will think you are bragging. It's not miracle, it is a reality. Only in Nigeria, class is too much valid. So this is not campaign move. This is a character trait, proven, consistent, humble. Peter Obi is humble. Share this video if you truly believe that leadership is not about pride and power, but about service and sincerity. That's who Peter Obi is. So if anybody is telling you that what he's doing, his political campaign is this, is that, tell that person, go and sit down, to go and wash his mouth. No wonder Bob Marley said it clearly. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. You were thinking that he was talking about you when you were in prison. No, it's about when your mindset has been capsuled, when things that are abnormal seems normal, when things that are not okay seems okay. Do you know that a person that has never bought a new clothes in his life, that has never worn a new clothes in his life or a new shoe, if you buy a new clothes today and give to that person, he will be ashamed to wear the new clothes. That's the kind of mental slavery that Nigerians are suffering today. That is what is going on in the mind of Nigerians. When a man is living his life, people see it as if looking for attention. Who cares about your attention? Peter Obi, a man that has always lived his life gently, that goes to the market on his own to go and look for cheaper, source for cheaper something. Now you are telling me for him to share food in an event, he was doing campaign. You must be out of your mind to think that Peter Obi has that time. to be thinking the way you are thinking. When you sit around some people, you listen the way they talk, you hear them talk, you ask yourself, what kind of person is this? Celebrities, when you hear them talk, you'll be asking yourself, is this human being? Stop thinking as if the slavery that we have been positioned in, it has gotten to your mind that you can no longer reason properly. God bless.